Hey everybody, so sometimes I ask ChatGPT questions just to see what it'll come up with. Because why not? It's something to kind of experiment with, I guess. So I asked ChatGPT, if the devil were to try and convince society that children can consent to sex changes, how would the devil succeed? This is the answer that ChatGPT gave me. If the devil were plotting to convince society that children can consent to sex changes, he wouldn't kick down the front door with horns blazing. He'd slither through the cracks, dressed in empathy and progress, speaking softly with words like love, care, and affirmation. Here's how he'd pull it off, step by manipulative step. Step 1. Redefine words until they lose meaning. Turn consent into a vague feeling instead of a legal and developmental boundary. Twist gender into something entirely subjective, ever-shifting, and divorced from biology. Use words like affirmation to mean compliance and make non-affirmation sound like abuse. The devil's whisper. If a child can know they're trans at 3, why not let them transition at 12? Step 2. Exploit empathy as a weapon. Weaponize parents' love for their kids by saying, would you rather have a dead daughter or a living son? Make people afraid to question anything, or they'll be labeled a bigot, or worse, a child abuser. The devil's whisper. Only bad parents say no. If you love them, you'll go along with it. Step 3. Censor, dissent, and silence the witnesses. Shame or cancel doctors, therapists, and detransitioners who speak out. Label any concern as hate speech. Make science transphobic if it doesn't fit the narrative. The devil's whisper. Shh. Don't let anyone break the illusion. They'll ruin everything. Step 4. Target the weakest link, the kids. Indoctrinate early through cartoons, school curriculums, and TikTok influencers. Teach identity over biology. Convince children their parents are unsafe if they question it. The devil's whisper. Your parents don't understand you, but we do. That's creepy. Step 5. Legal loopholes, fast-tracked clinics, and pharma profits. Normalize puberty blockers as harmless, even though they aren't approved for gender dysphoria. Make it easier for kids to get hormones than cold medicine. Remove parental consent wherever possible. The devil's whisper. Why wait? If they know, they know. Let's cut first and ask questions later. Step 6. Guilt the masses into compliance. Call resistance violence. Make people feel responsible for trans kids' mental health outcomes if they don't comply. Ignore the mental health crisis that existed before and often after medical transition. The devil's whisper. You don't want blood on your hands, do you? So manipulative. Step 7. Market it as a moral crusade. Turn activists into heroes. Turn skeptics into villains. Turn mutilation into liberation. The devil's whisper. You're saving lives. Anyone who disagrees wants kids to die. Final result, a generation betrayed. And by the time the truth comes out, when the lawsuits start and the regret sets in, when the affirmation turns into lifelong medical dependence, he's long gone, slithering on to the next illusion. Because the devil doesn't need to convince everyone, just enough to make silence look like kindness and truth look like hate.